You like Black Clover?
Yeah, I do. Black Clover is not any other anime. Yes, there's tropes. There's anime tropes.
Black Clover is not Naruto?
It's not Naruto. What's it? How is Black Clover Naruto? Explain to me.
Orphan boy, no parents.
Okay.
Demon in his body.
Okay.
Rival.
Yeah.
Sexier.
Yeah, you know that's called anime tropes.
yeah, literally.
It's over 9,000!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Keeping It 9,000. On this episode, we talked about the commercialization of anime.
We also talked about piracy in anime and duping / recreating anime that have already existed.
This might be an episode that tests your beliefs as an anime fan. So keep it locked and check out the episode starting
now. What is up, y'all? What is good? Keep it at 9,000. Otaku with my bro, Taku Shonen with my bro, and anime conversations from my NYC.
POV, you know the vibes.
Yes, sir. So this is a podcast where me and my best friend Jay Quell talk about anime in the way that we do. We are two dudes from New York. You know the vibes. You know what it is. Come on, son.
I know you guys like our accents.
Black Force energy.
Facts.
Mine's a little different because I spent a little bit of time in Colorado as well. But New York is still in me. It ain't on you, it's in you, as my friend J. Cole would say.
Hey, yo, that's a fact.
That's a fact. But we do this thing where we talk about anime. We have guests on from time to time, but this is a family episode, and we're going to keep it as we do 9,000 with y'all. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow us on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're on Discord as well.
Yes, and subscribe to our YouTube, man.
Yes, sir.
We got these long-form videos for you. Go chime in. Watch them weekly. Share them with your friends. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. So first thing we want to talk about is the creator of Madhouse just recently came out saying that he thinks that anime is getting a little too commercialized. And the way that he was talking about it is like, I think the point that he was trying to make is a lot of anime creators / anime manga artists are following a formula that they notice is working. It's almost like the TikTok / Reels generation now, but for anime and manga creators.
Yeah. Where
they see something that works, and so they follow that standard rather than to try to do something new, innovative, creative, and new. And I want to know your thoughts, J. Cole. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree?
I mean, it's a tough decision, right? Like, he's basically saying that people are getting lazy. It's becoming very formulaic, and it's all really about making money.
Yeah.
He also made a point saying that, if it wasn't for China having restrictions on their ability to express themselves, they would actually outrun Japan in animation. And I honestly have to say I do agree with him. Like, in the sense that,
I mean, this is gonna sound racist. Are Chinese creators as talented as Japanese creators?
I don't think it's a race thing.
No, not a race thing.
Yeah.
Not like that. What the fuck? I'm not saying just because you're Chinese, you can't make good art. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, certain cultures are really good at doing stuff. Yeah. And one of the things that Japanese people as a culture have figured out is like storytelling. Like, they're really good at that. There's other cultures that are really good at that as well. My question is, culturally, is storytelling in the way that it is important to the Japanese as big in China?
100% I think so.
You think so?
I think that, I don't want to speak too much about it because I'm not trying to disappear tomorrow. But I think that traditionally China has, they've been around since the dynasty era, and they've just told beautiful, amazing stories throughout that. Do I know of the stories?
Like what?
I'm not tapped into the culture, so I can't speak on it.
So then, what you mean, son?
But a lot of that came with the loss of their expression. The ability to share their arts. To an extent that the world can see it. So, if the people put us on. If you know some good Chinese stories, books, novels, movies, let me know. I would love to watch them and read them. But I think that what he's just trying to say is that, Japan as a society, when it comes to animation, is it's all built off that, that strong kind of salary man. We need to make money. We're not. They don't want to mess up their bottom dollar at all. They make sure that they keep everything flowing in. And what he's saying is guys, I know we got it. It works. We finally made an animation industry.
Yeah.
But
let's take some risks.
We have to take risks. Yeah. We can't keep thinking about putting food on the table. The table is there. We have the food, and because we're just we keep thinking about the bread and not worrying about the wild turkey we could be catching, we're missing out on opportunities. So I think that with that, like honestly, like he might be right. Like even like America, dude, if we can get like our animation studios with like a better like funding, and we could provide more talent to our animation studios, I can even see America like producing a great anime that even rivals like Mappa and
Come on, we've had this conversation. If it's anime, it can't be American.
Nah, I've actually changed my point of view on that. I think that's a little limiting.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. Like, why? I think other countries can make things that are anime inspired.
Yeah, of course.
But to be like, I mean, basically it's just going to work. If that's the case, it's going to be like trademarking.
Yeah.
So you know how like Yo-Yo is the company, but now it's also the name of the thing.
Yeah.
So now anybody can make a yo-yo.
Yeah.
That hurts the company Yo-Yo.
That's their problem.
Or or like Kleenex.
Yeah.
Kleenex is the brand, but I think they even worked with like battles where they were going against other people who were just like, we're gonna make these tissues too, but call them Kleenex.
Yeah, because
it's like
they're like a category of a product.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I think I don't want to see that happen to anime.
Yeah.
Where then like people are able to bastardize it and slap the anime title onto it and then be like, yo, it's an anime because we said it is. And it's like, I think there's a purity of having Japan be the one who is like, yo, if you want to come over here and make anime, cool. If you want to work with us and make anime, cool. But if you want to do it on your own and call it anime, then it's like, come on. You gotta, I mean, think about it. You're black.
It's tough.
I'm just saying you're black. Think about a lot of the stuff that other people have appropriated from us.
Of course, yeah.
And then they've just called it their own.
I wouldn't say that we should
Kim Kardashian in box braids.
Yeah, rap music.
That's what's gonna happen with anime if we go anybody can make anime.
That is true. But then like instead of saying that, like anybody can make anime, anybody can help contribute to the culture of anime.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So I think that if we have American animation studios who do work with like say for example Japanese directors.
Yeah, that's how we got Yasuke and we saw what happened with that.
Japanese what happened?
So we did. We got Yasuke. We saw what happened with that.
I don't know what happened with that, bro. I'm gonna be real. That was the worst example of it, bro. But actually you need that, right? Look, we're talking about taking risks, right?
Yes, sir.
They had to take that risk. Risk result. You know what I mean?
Yeah, risk and reward. But
Yeah,
Yasuke,
risk and reward.
no reward.
What are consequences? Staying on the industry. I'm sorry, Lakeith. But
how you fail with anime twice, Lakeith?
wait, when was the first time?
Death Note.
Oh yeah, it was a bad one, fam.
Yeah, Lakeith, just stay away from anime. If your name on it, it ain't succeeding.
You and Michael B. Jordan.
Nah, Michael B. Jordan, stay on. Not gonna lie though, I recant what we said about Michael B. Jordan and the Naruto poster in Creed 3.
Yeah, you peeped?
I saw Creed 3.
Yeah.
That poster was there for 3 seconds. Michael B. Jordan didn't have nothing to do with that. They were like, he went to his...
But the poster was there. I wasn't bugging.
The poster was there,
Okay.
and it was Shippuden.
Yeah.
He went to the props department and was like, "Yo, I need to make this room like a 13-year-old boy's room that's a fan of anime." And then they just found a shit ton of stuff. And Michael B. Jordan had bigger things to worry about.
All right, Michael B. Jordan. I'm just saying, in the future, if you need people to be your art directors, keeping 9,000 here, we'll make sure that we'll keep the integrity of the era time in place.
Nah, we'll definitely do that for you. Just hit us up. But we'd like to apologize for our original statements. Get it.
I'm not taking nothing back either.
Then you try to take it back.
Nah.
Take it back. I'll pull the trigger. Take it back.
No.
Take it back.
He got one more bullet. It's fine. We here. Oh my God, Jesus Lord. Can't give me that shit.
Take it back.
I'm never taking it back. I'm never taking it back.
Take it back, J-Quo. Come on, bro. You family, but I'll shoot you like you're not.
That's crazy. That's the anime plot right there.
Take it back.
Oh, man. I rest my case.
J-Quo, I'll count down to 3. From 3. 3, 2.
It is what it is.
You still not taking it back?
Nope.
All right, I guess that's it.
I hold my ground. I'll let the internet roast me.
I guess that's it. That's it.
That's it. Nah, fucking around. Not 1,000. But yeah, bro, let's go back to the original statement, right?
Yeah.
I think that he is right that he feels like there is a ease to the formula of anime, and that it's losing to commercialization and capitalism.
Yeah.
I think that I want to see more risks. I want to see more art. I want to see more stories that haven't been manga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the reason why I'm in love with like the anime movies more than anything, because the anime movies are like big risks.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't like stories written off of novels. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not made from other anime or manga. They're kind of just like the directors have this plot and they just want to keep on expanding their universe, and they take the risk. They might lose all their money. And, you know, I haven't seen it, but it can definitely happen. You know, so I think that he's right. And we need to put, like, you know, the battery in people's back to get them to just be more creative so that anime as a medium can expand and grow.
Yeah. No, I agree. My thoughts on it was, when I was reading it, I was like, of course it's getting commercialized. Anime is as popular as it's ever been. When things get as popular as they've ever been, they have other groups of people who are going like, hey, we can make money off of that. Let's put money into that. And within that,
the big guys, the capitalists.
yeah. And within that, they're like, oh, we're putting money into this, so there's like risk with us putting money into this. So like, let's try to put some limitations on these things as well.
Yeah.
And so with that, of course, artists are going to start self-censoring themselves. We've done it, bro. We're on Reels, we're on TikTok, and we would have back in the day like our clips. If you scroll back long enough, you'll hear fuck, shit, nigga, bitch.
I gotta edit all of this out.
Now you know how I feel. But we'd hear all of that, and now we notice that like, yo, that doesn't do us well. We should like probably edit some of that out. Like, we still try to keep it as authentic as we are for all of y'all.
9,000.
But we definitely do self-edit in certain ways, and we've yielded positive results for that. Shout out to the 4K followers on Instagram. Shout out to the 10K followers on TikTok.
Love y'all. Shout out to our 300 subscribers on
YouTube.
Y'all here too, man. We love
y'all
you.
here too, but we gotta go.
Shout out to our 30 people in our Discord chat too. I love y'all as well.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I think that's just what happens when things get this popular. Commercialism comes, and then they have to put limitations on themselves. I don't think they necessarily should. I think there are times where these industries should push back. Like, I think anime as an industry, you're not going to lose fans if you have fans that like enjoy something. So like, I don't want to see like an anime like a Hell's Paradise. Shout out to the GOAT. Hell's Paradise. You know the vibes. I don't want to see an anime like them get
I don't even need a gun for this one.
I don't want to see like in the future. I don't want to see an anime like them get like censored and be told like, "Hey, you can't do this. You can't be this gory. Your story can't have this. This girl can't have a penis on her face because our investors don't like that." But I feel like the bigger anime gets, the more you'll see things like that happen.
And I like, honestly, I just read like 100 chapters of the Hell's Paradise manga. If censorship is in the conversation, that entire series needs to be censored. I'm gonna just tell you, there's like different power scaling and how you get your powers up in training, and there's a form of training that you cannot talk about on air. I'll just say that, bro. It's crazy, man.
Why do I feel like I know what it is and I want to engage in that form of training?
Dude, read the manga some more. You'll be like, yo, Jay, that's wild. they really talked about hell in that manga, man. But yeah, like, so do you think that there's a way to stop it? You know? No?
There's no way to stop it. I think it's up to the creator and up to the artist. I think the only way you can limit it is by having people who are big enough to be like, no, I don't care. I'm going to do it my way. Do it their way. Because it's either that or, but I think that's more rare to get that than anything. I think the more commercial it gets, we'll start seeing things happen in the future, like see mangaka publish their mangas independently. Yeah, we'll start seeing more of that.
Independent anime.
And then we'll start seeing like when people get big enough, like an individual manga, if he's able to do that and get big enough, we'll see him or her create their own independent anime studios and like follow it out from that. Or we'll probably just see that happening regardless.
Yeah.
But I think the more commercial things get, you'll start seeing like a pushback on the other end. And I think it's going to be like the comedy community. Yeah. So, you know, like comedy back in the day used to have like comedians say whatever the hell they wanted. And then all of a sudden Comedy Central and all these other Netflix, what have you, they were a bit more like censoring towards comedians. And then comedians had to be a lot more like clean and more they couldn't say like offensive comedy as much as they wanted to. But then all of a sudden comedians started utilizing YouTube and dropping specials there and having these specials reach like really high numbers, like millions of views, more views that they were getting when they were putting their comedy specials on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
We're seeing that from YouTube, and now these comedians are able to say what they want in the way that they want because of the fact that they're not limited by these corporations.
So anime, you need to anime the way you want so that you can anime and say whatever you want,
Yeah.
bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like, I understand there's still bills that need to get paid.
Yeah.
Like,
It's understandable. We get it.
as an artist, I thought about it. I thought about going commercial as a photographer, and I was like, wow, in order to really express myself how I want, I need to shoot all these commercial gigs to make money to be able to fund my personal projects.
Yeah.
But then eventually your personal projects become your commercialized
project,
projects. You know what I'm saying? It's a scale. It takes time. We'll get it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yo, man,
Yeah.
how do you watch your anime?
It depends on what year you're talking. If the statute of limitations have expired, then I could talk about how I watched my anime when I was a child. You think it expired?
Oh, we can talk about past tense, yeah.
Yeah. Allegedly, when I was a child, I did not grow up with money, unlike the rest of y'all, or some of y'all. I just assume that everybody listening to Keep It 9,000 is rich. If you are, send us some money. I could Discord it. Just hit me in the Discord. I'll send you my my Venmo. But in the past, when I was watching anime as a kid, I had to get it how I could. Like I was a kid that grew up without cable for a minute, and so when I was a child, the anime that I would get to watch, I would watch on 4Kids TV, which was on Channel 5 in the Bronx, and then I would watch it on CWTV. Not CW back then. Back then it was Kids WB, which was on Channel 11 when I was a child. And then a magical little thing called YouTube was invented. And then I could stream anime for free on YouTube. Was that anime placed there legally? No. But then after a while, I was like, yo, I'm tired of watching all these animes in parts. Like there was a point where it was like it would be like episode 13, part 7, part 8. I'm like, these are half-hour animes. How the hell are they 8 parts? They were splitting them into like 5-minute chunks.
Facts.
Eventually, I found the ability to watch it without parts on the internet for free. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. I could watch Naruto, every episode of Naruto that I want for free, and I got paid nothing to nobody. This is amazing. How is this legal? It wasn't legal. I, as a kid, would pirate anime a lot. Like, a lot. Like, that was the only means of watching anime that I had. And by the way, just so y'all know, I was doing that as a minor. As a minor, I was doing these illegal crimes as a minor. So, and that was over a decade ago. Honestly, it might be over 2 decades ago. I think I was doing it when I was 8. Just, a little safety net. It was decades ago. I'm 30 now. I was doing that when I was 10.
You ever seen a Key and Peele episode where they had the rapper say everything off record on the rap? He's like, I killed Lamar James. Bro, you just said you killed him. JK, I'm in the courthouse. I didn't kill him.
Yeah, but no, when I was a child, I would pirate anime a lot, and that was the way that I would get my fix because I couldn't afford. We didn't have cable, and there wasn't any other means of getting it free, besides like going to somebody's house and like my parents were like, "Nigga, you ain't going to nobody's house. Stay at home and read a book." And I was like, "I'll pretend like I'm reading books, but I'm watching anime illegally, allegedly." So that's how I would do it now. I'm all about the streaming services because got a full-time job working. Make a little bit of cash now. I can sustain myself. So I have Crunchyroll, I have Hulu, I have Netflix, I have all these streaming services. I have HBO Max. I have all these streaming services where I can watch anime on now.
And I have all his passwords. So.
And he has all my passwords. And I can do it now, but like as a child, like piracy was the way to go just because for me, it was the only option for anime to be accessible to me.
So let's talk about piracy a little bit, right?
What's up?
So piracy is basically like, taking content media, any type of product and like, duplicating it and sharing it without, while cutting off the revenue from the original producers to the mass market. So you've seen pirated, like, clothing, Gucci bags. You've seen pirated sneakers. I don't know if they got into pirated cars yet, but it might be.
That'd be too expensive to recreate.
You know what I'm saying? But like duplicates, major manufacturing, all that, like that it takes a big toll.
I think those are different because piracy is doing that with media.
Yeah.
And counterfeit is when you're taking something and making a fake version of it.
True.
So I think those are two separate things. But piracy is essentially just taking a form of media and providing it to others for free without providing the creator with any
the payment to the producers.
Yeah, without paying any of the producers. So yeah, I think I can see why they are mad about it because they're like, if these many people are stealing it, that means that we could have made much more money if these people were paying for it.
Yeah.
And so with that being the case, I would understand why the industry is mad about it. But also I think piracy has a positive point to it where because more people are able to consume the medium, you are able to have these people become more like fans of said medium and they're willing to pay for the medium in other ways. So if they're not, so Crunchyroll, if they're not paying for the anime from your streaming service, but they're going to Anime NYC, you get a cut from Anime NYC. So that means it's going into your pockets anyway.
True, but it's not the same cut.
Yeah, it's not the same cut. But because of the fact that there's more anime fans in the world because these anime fans were able to get anime illegally.
Well, yeah, of course.
If I couldn't watch anime illegally as a child, I don't know if I would be an anime fan as an adult.
Of course, yeah.
Like, I don't know, just because I feel like there's a certain stage. The reason why I still watch it is because I grew up on this shit.
Yeah.
I think it would be harder for me to get into it as an adult.
But, like, let's talk about who it hurts, right?
Who it hurts.
You're hurting the companies. You're
Fuck
hurting
these companies.
You're hurting the people who produce the shows.
They all right, bro.
Are they all right?
Yes.
You think they're right?
Yes.
You seen these Japanese? They're underpaid.
They're underpaid, but anime and manga have been doing the best that they've ever been doing.
But
so you want to blame me for the fact that these companies are making millions upon multiple $1 million, and they're still abusing their workers? You think the difference between them abusing their workers and them not abusing their workers is my little $7.99 for a Crunchyroll a month?
So it's not the Crunchyroll, it's the piracy, right? Let's bring it back to.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I was pirating it, I wouldn't be paying that $7.99 for Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And if they're making multi-million dollars that like has boosted them to the point that they've never been in their industry, the reason why they're not paying their creators or their workers more money is because of you is a lie. They're not paying them because they're just trying to. Because that's them.
I mean,
it's greed.
That's a problem with the whole
greed.
thing. Crunchyroll is a middleman service, though. You know, it's a streaming service. It doesn't actually produce its own work for the most part.
It does. They produce some works. There's Crunchyroll original anime.
I guess, but like but for the most part, like Crunchyroll is buying licenses and they're licensing a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing with piracy and all that, right?
Yeah.
Let's pretend streaming services don't exist for this.
It's crazy how we're having these sides of the argument. It's crazy to me. But continue.
Yeah. Like, yo, I think let's you know how we were talking about like anime creators not taking risks earlier?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to think about it this way too, with like commercialization and all that other good stuff. Anime creators can take the risk, but if I'm an independent anime creator and I take the risk and I produce my own anime, I release it through my own streaming services, and it gets pirated, that is more than just my bottom dollar. That is deadass like my business that's getting like hurt.
I'm not talking about them though. I don't even know if any of them exist.
But maybe the reason why they don't exist is because of the fear of piracy and what it could do to their product.
I think the anime community is so loyal that if these creators do that, the base that they'll have will be more than enough to sustain them. Because we've seen there's so many different, when a community of people love a medium or love a specific point of art, they're paying for it.
Yeah.
You're always going to have the small percentage that
Who doesn't pay, of course.
Who doesn't pay. Like, that's always going to live.
Mixtape era.
Yeah, exactly. That's always going to exist. There's always going to be a group of people that find a way not to pay for something. But I think your better option is figuring out how to corral the group of people that will pay for something. And that group of people will be enough for you. I don't know if there's anything that exists where somebody's just like, I'd rather pirate that and pay, where a majority of people are like, I'd rather pirate that and pay for it because of how much I love it. The more somebody loves something, the more,
Music.
Music.
Example.
But then again, that didn't really hurt the artists. It just hurt the industry because the artists they were signing these 360 deals where they were making pennies off of each record sold.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of artists, and there's people who complain about it, but it's like you're focused on the wrong thing because the people who come see you are the ones who are like you need to focus on, because at the end of the day, you make more money off of them anyways.
Yeah.
Like obviously you would make more money if you had like everybody who listens to your stuff pay, but that's an unrealistic goal to have.
Of course, yeah.
It'll never happen. There's never going to be anything that you create, that you sell, that everybody's going to buy, that enjoys it.
As a media product.
No, I mean, people get stuff for free all the time, bro. There's people scamming everything.
Of course, yeah. There's always going to be scammers.
There's always going to be scammers.
There's thieves, robbers, pirates.
No matter what, that's going to exist.
Yeah.
You just want to hope that you create something that has a lower percentage of scammers.
Yeah.
Because I don't know of anything that like people love and they're like, I love it so much, but I'm never gonna pay for any of it. Unless they like broke. Like when I was broke, I would definitely steal stuff more. Not steal.
What are you stealing, Kevin? Now you're on record. We have you on podcast.
I'm just saying, if you catch me at a Dwayne Reed and it's self-checkout, if I scan it once and twice and the sit still don't scan, it's mine now.
Just like them anime episodes.
You know what I'm saying?
If I went to crunchyroll.com and could not watch the next episode.
If it said card declined, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know, man. Fire stick. I don't know.
What am I supposed to do? My card was declined. I can't afford this.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just not watch it?
Yeah, it's true.
No, I think what happens is like if people have the means to pay for something, they will.
Yeah.
For the most part. Some people won't. Some people won't, but for the most part, if somebody really loves something, like think about all the things that you really love. You're like, I love this so much, I'm going to pay for it.
Of course.
Maybe.
So is piracy bad?
It depends on how you look at it. And it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
If we're running a $1 billion company and we found out that 15% of our cash flow was gone because of piracy, I think we would think it's bad. The position that we're in now, I don't think we give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you. I don't care. It's like, yo, if y'all want to pirate.
Yeah.
I don't pirate anymore. Like that, those times are behind me. But if you want to, do your thing.
I don't know, man. I can't say anything on camera about what I do. Notice he gave his whole explanation of how he consumes his anime. I just went quiet on that one. That's all I'm saying.
So if I'm talking about what I do and J. Cole stay quiet,
That's all I'm saying.
you know the vibes.
But yeah, I mean, I do like, bring it back to the point of, yes, piracy does expand people's perspective and accessibility and access to a medium. It's true.
I think to a point, to an extent, you want some sort of piracy.
You do. It's free marketing.
Yeah.
It's best marketing is free marketing. It's word of mouth.
Like, you want to have a series that nobody pirates?
Yeah, that means your series is ass, bro. What?
Yo, I got shit so good that people try to steal it.
Yeah.
Bruh,
it's pretty
you
good.
You kind of want that.
That's a fact.
Bit. It shows status almost. It shows that, hey, you've created something that's so like good and so like peak that people are chomping at the bit to have it, whether they have to pay for it or not.
Yeah. Now, do you think going back to counterfeit instead of piracy?
Yeah.
Counterfeit anime.
What's that even mean?
Bro, so like dupes, clones of shows.
Like you're talking about like I click a show, it says Naruto, and I see the avatar form. Yep.
No,
you talking about like that?
Not like that, but more like a Spy X Family buddy daddies situation.
I wouldn't call that. I wouldn't call that a counterfeit. I would just call that
it's a dupe for sure.
I would say it's derivative.
Derivative, yeah. But like, how derivative is it from the source material? You feel me?
I don't know. It's like there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
There's nothing new under the sun, so everything's derivative off of something.
Yeah.
Like we have an anime podcast. I'm sure there's some people who've seen us do Keeping It 9,000 like, yo, I can make an anime podcast now. I'm sure that exists. We've seen other people we've seen other people make different podcasts and thought, yo, we would like to do that too. I think that exists.
Now, does it add to the conversation? Does it make it better? Does it make it worse? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You would hope that somebody makes something that stands out. But when you talk about buddy daddies, Jenny was the one who introduced us to that series.
Yeah.
And from her point of view, she enjoys buddy daddies.
Yeah.
So is that bad? I wouldn't call that counterfeit. I would just call that different concept. I don't know. I mean, it's similar, same concept, but I think it's a different approach at the same concept.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're jacking swag. I'm gonna be real. Like, it's not original. Like, nothing's original. But
You like Black Clover?
Yeah, I do. Black Clover is not any other anime. Yes, there's tropes. There's anime tropes.
Black Clover is not Naruto?
It's not Naruto. What's it? How is Black Clover Naruto? Explain to me.
Orphan boy, no parents.
Okay.
Demon in his body.
Okay.
Rival.
Yeah.
Sexier.
Yeah. You know that's called anime tropes.
Yeah, literally. But what's the anime trope that came out before Black Clover that Black Clover like is jacketed sweat? It's the same shit, bro.
But Black Clover is not like, it's not counterfeit Naruto. Like, Black Clover did not come out the same 5-year span as Naruto and said, yeah, this is an anime that's
Naruto's
not
the
Naruto.
biggest anime in the world. You think they forgot about Naruto when they were making Black Clover?
Oh hell no! It's like
They definitely saw
everything-
Naruto and was like, I can do this too.
Yeah, everything draws inspiration. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, like, it's not Naruto. Like, it's not a ninja.
Look up
with
when the
blonde
Spy
hair.
X Family manga came out. Look up when the Buddy Daddies manga came out.
Got you right now. Spy X Family.
You looking up Spy X Family? I'll look up Buddy Daddies.
So the manga dropped, let's see, 2019 is when it started. Anime dropped 2022. And then you have, when did Buddy Daddy drop?
Is it a manga? Yeah, we got a lot of that there. Let's see. Right now I'm looking up.
It was just an animation television series.
Yeah.
You know why? Because whatever animation studio producer was like, yo, Spy X Family's making money. Can we make a dupe and make money off of what they're making? That's fucked up.
I don't really care because I don't like Spy X Family.
Yeah.
I'm not into it. So I'm just like, if somebody else wants to do what they're doing.
Let's put it in perspective of your favorite anime, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho just dropped. Man spent 10 years making a beautiful manga. He's now turned into an animation series that's doing well. Someone goes, I'm going to make Boo Boo Bakusho. Same shit, Spirit Detective, except he doesn't have a spirit gun, he has a spirit sword. How would you feel about that?
How would I feel?
Seeing that out in the world.
If I saw Boo Boo Bakusho, I feel like when Yu Yu Hakusho dropped, if somebody made a Boo Boo Bakusho that was that, everybody who was watching Boo Boo Bakusho would be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I think if the other show is good enough to actually like be on, to have people be like, nah, this is trash, I'm not watching this.
Yeah.
Then I don't know. I feel like that's on the creator of Spy X Family if you made a show that's easy enough to get duped like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it on? No. I feel like
that's on you. If you made a show that's like that simple enough to get, not to be like it's the most simple thing in the world, but like if you made it that simple enough where somebody could make another show and nobody's mad about it,
yeah.
that's on you.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of lame if there's like no originality on the other show, like the counterfeit. Like, you can use it as a derivative show. Yes, you can make something slightly different, but to kind of like have it spot on and try to compete for market share.
You haven't
on
seen
our
Buddy Daddies,
product.
though.
That's fine. I haven't
So
really
you
seen
know-
Spy X Family.
So like, why are you jacking this argument so hard?
Nah, it's less on the titles. It's more on the principle. You feel me? The principle was messy. It's a little messy, and
I think you would have to see it to make more of an argument, but neither of us have seen it, so it's just like Buddy Daddies might be completely different. It might the only thing that might be the similarity is the fact that there's a child that is being raised by two adults
who are spies.
who are spies. Yeah, that might be the only similar thing. It's just like
Who knows?
the spy genre is big.
Yeah.
Like, this shit happens. I don't know. Personally, for me, I don't care.
Yeah.
If it was a Yu Yu Hakusho and somebody made something that was a direct copy of a Yu Yu Hakusho, I'd be like, how good is it? If it's worse than Yu Yu Hakusho, then I'd be like, all right, then it's obviously not going to win because it's not as good. But I think if it's easy enough for somebody to take what you make and like recreate it, then that's on you as an artist.
I don't know, man. I believe in artist integrity and not like look.
I don't think they made this show because they had integrity.
Oh yeah, of course not.
I don't think they made the show because they had integrity.
And that's the thing. I think as artists, it's kind of like bad. Like it's a bad production on your time to do that. Like
they're doing it. They made. I'll agree that they made. If Buddy Daddies is as similar to Spy X Family as we think it is, then they made it because it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
It's like when yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but there's like sometimes certain things drop, and all of a sudden you'll see like somebody that's recreated, like
Of course.
like when ShamWow dropped, somebody made a Shampoo, and
course.
like it's the same shit, but it's just by a different name. But I think if the thing stands out well enough, then the thing that's the same shit with a different name will just fail.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I believe in originality in product, and like look, creativity. Nothing's actually creative in the world, right? There's nothing that's creative. Everything is built off of inspiration from something else.
Yeah.
But to get a really good product, like if whatever Buddy Daddies, whatever the shit wants to become a great anime or a great
I
series,
think it's just a cash grab, bro.
right? I mean, beyond
I think those just exist.
beyond the cash grabs, right? Like fuck that shit. Like if it wants to compete and be a clone, it does have to have some sort of through line or originality that really builds it to become different, or even like if you want to compete for the same space and be a cash grab, be better. Find a way to be better.
I don't think they need to, because okay, this is the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this as like a corporation being like, this worked, so let's just do it again.
Yeah.
And when corporations do that, I don't even pay attention.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get mad. I don't get sad. I'm just like, oh, that's what it is. It's not worth. I don't even look at it. For me, it's like dirt. It's like they made this, and they made this to like try to compete with this or try to capture whoever like this is audience. For me, if it's that close, I'm just like, who gives a shit? Because if it's not good, I'm not watching it, and I'm not watching either Spy Family or Buddy Daddies. So for me, I'm just like, neither means anything to me.
I guess for me is more like, to say that like these like, kind of like trash productions are okay is like,
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying like,
because it's kind of like polluting the space of like production time. Like whatever production studio made that could have had some other time to produce some other good stories.
We grew up with an anime called Boba 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 Bo.
That shit was fire. That was a great anime. You should definitely run it back and watch it if you haven't seen it. I'm just saying.
We grew up with Boba 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 Bo. There's gonna be trash. There's gonna be trash anime, and I'm not really worried about that. I'd rather pay attention to stuff that I do like rather than the stuff that I don't like. And if there's something that I'm like, oh, it's not worth my time, I'm not gonna pay attention to it.
Of course.
It's like, I mean, Buddy Daddies is good to some people, cool. But if it's just like a direct clone of Spy Family, I'm not watching Spy Family anymore anyway. So like, I don't care.
True. 9,000. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Are you for? I mean, not putting your for piracy in the comments.
How do you watch your anime?
Yeah.
Do you pirate it? Do you pirate your anime?
Put your link in the bio and tag the FBI.
Yeah, if you pirate anime, like and comment your social security number.
Yeah, that's a fact. Put your date of birth as well.
Put your date of birth
and your address, and leave a voice note so I can change that up with AI too.
Yeah, like if you are a fan of anime piracy, put a 1 in the chat.
That's a fact. But yeah, what time is it now?
Where we at? 40 minutes in.
All right,
let's close it out.
Yeah, man. It's Keeping It 9,000, the best anime podcast alive. Do not pirate our podcast. Make your own. No,
you don't have to. It's free.
It's free for now. Do not pirate our podcast. Do not counterfeit
There will always
our
be a
podcast.
free component. Always.
That's a fact.
You'll always get a free episode.
For now.
No, you'll always get a free episode. If you have to pay for an episode, it'll be an extra episode. We're not gonna put everything behind a paywall.
Everything behind the paywall.
That's ridiculous. You would lose so many people.
It is what it is. Broke boys gotta pay too, man.
There's so many podcasts that try that, and then they ended up putting their shit back free.
And then we can be the one.
No, it doesn't work. You always have to give somebody something for free.
Of course, man.
All right, cool. I'm glad he was fucking with me, guys, because this almost became an argument behind the camera.
Oh
off camera.
my god!
Like, Jay, cool. They always get one free episode a week.
Never. It's not in the business plan, which we have not written yet. But y'all know the vibes. Just keep it at 9,000. Showing it with my bro in anime from a New York point of view. Follow us at Keeping It 9,000 all platforms, man. Share our content. Subscribe for now. It's all free. Like we said, it's free.
So
get it while it's free before I put the paywall up tomorrow.
There'll always be something free. You'll always have a piece of it for free.
And definitely if you're on YouTube, definitely hit that subscribe button, like our video, and comment so that we can get some more shareability on these clips. It's been Keep It at 9,000. Thank you for keeping it 9,000 with us. We'll always keep it 9,000 with you. We won't charge you $9,000 yet. Have a good one. Peace. Love you.
Peace.
It's over 9,000!